Hey, welcome all to the presentation to know how on the topic of deployment procedure of cross-region of MySql, that is MDS at Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. Hi, I'm Satish Kumar Chintala Rangaraj. Prior to proceed this session, I believe you have watched my previous session, how to configure MDS at Managed Data Service at Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. Because previous session is prerequisite to know about this cross-region MDS replication at OCI. This is the architecture of data pipeline. The second use case to implement the DR replication in standalone MDS. Here, the managed data service in Mumbai region is a primary, and MDS in Hyderabad is a DR site. The steps for deploying MDS in Hyderabad is the same way as we did for Mumbai region in my previous video. If you didn't watch, please watch it that prior to watching further. So we have a client compute VM in the Mumbai region to connect the MDS of a primary that Mumbai. And this client VM can connect the MDS DR, which is running on Hyderabad region. And there is one more compute VM which can connect to the DR side and the primary side. So this is a pipeline. So my client connection from Windows or Linux machine anywhere, from the client we can connect the MDS primary using the client VM which is running on Mumbai region, or we can connect to the MDS DR by using the client machine, which is in the running on compute instance, in the Hyderabad region. So both ways it is possible. And here, one thing we need to notice that MDS DR replication happens as a one-way DR from that primary to Hyderabad region. So this one-way replication. Assuming we are complete with all necessary network configuration like VCN, subnets, or DRG, remote peering connection, and security tools with all appropriate ingress rules. Now we are proceeding for DR replication configuration. As of now, there is no direct replication from primary to DR set for the MDS. So we are using an Oracle Cloud Bucket as a staging area to the stage replicated data, which automatically flushes to DR instance. So I created a bucket called name bucket Hyderabad in the Hyderabad region. By using this bucket, whatever that data is replicated, that will be staged here, and that will be automatically replicated to the DR instance. As a step one, to have a secure access connection between Mumbai client machine to Hyderabad region, we need to create OCI API keys for a user, and public key need to be uploaded in the API keys under user section of OCI. Here, I'm creating a public and private key using OCI setup config command. Once OCI keys are generated, we need to copy the public key and paste it in API keys under user section of OCI. So we can notice that the fingerprint would be same what is generated in OCI setup config command. So the fingerprint of the API keys here, and the fingerprint of here, that will be same once you upload the public key into the API keys. This ensures that both the public key which you generated and which you uploaded, that is same. In step two, now let we create a user for replication in primary database. So I'm so under the demo DB database, which I'm created in session one, we are creating user called Ripple Hyderabad with IP to connect DR set and provide necessary privileges for replication. Now let us do the initial loading procedure. For that, we need to create a dump of a primary database using a util dump instance procedure with bucket name as a parameter. So this procedure will create a dump, data dump, and the metadata dump, and that will push to the bucket which is specified here. It is mandatory to use the option, the OCI paramanifest, to create a dump that can be used as an initial dump import. This is a sample output of the command which we are creating OCI dump instance. Once it is created, you can see that list of files have been uploaded in the automatically uploaded in the bucket, that OCI bucket. So here's a data files in JSON format, and there are certain files which has the metadata of the data. Now let me create the MDS at DR set, that is Hyderabad region. So MDS created in Hyderabad region, and a point to note is during creation of MDS, the MySql database is created along with the initial load of a primary data. Let me see how it is. So while loading, there is option will be given to give that do the import of the initial load from the bucket from the Oracle Cloud bucket. So we need to specify that that bucket information. Once it is done, using the bucket, what are the data have been inside the bucket? Those data will be imported automatically into this into this Hyderabad instance. So MDS is created in Hyderabad region, and point to note is during the creation of MDS, MySql database is created along with initial load of the primary data. This is a region and a port which is allowing to connect the MDS. Let's say private endpoint. Now, in the next step, now let me to have a continuous replication from primary set to DR set, we need to create a channel. We need to create a replication channel between Mumbai and Hyderabad. So we are creating a channel for replication from DR, that is a Hyderabad region, by specifying the primary private IP and your port number to access the primary site, and with the user and the password information. And I'm enabling the encryption, the channel encryption during the transit to have a proper security. Once it is done, the channel is created, and we can see the status of the channel, that is active. Now let me check the status of a channel. So I'm connected to the Hyderabad the DR instance to check the status of channel. By using command show replica status, we can able to see that the DR set is waiting for the data from the source, and this is the host name of the primary, and this is the user, which is user to connection from DR to primary, the port number, and what is the log file number. This binary log is binary, and it has been encrypted. Now let us do the test replication between the primary and the DR side. Let me create a table and do few inserts rows on the primary side. I'm connected to the primary side 10.0.1.130. That's a primary site. That is a primary MDS. I created a table called hemp with a set of rows. And from the compute VM, from the Mumbai compute VM, I'm just connected to the DR side using the 21 is the DR IP where I connected. So here I can see my database DemoDB that has been imported using initial load. Now let me see whether data is replicated, whatever we do the insert from the primary site. So select short form. These are the tables which have been inserted in the primary site. This is the I'm trying to connect from the the Mumbai to Mumbai compute to the Hyderabad DR, and from the Hyderabad compute VM to Hyderabad DR. That's what it is. So thank you for your time and watching this video. So I believe this video will have a good good information to create a DR replication, the cross-region DR replication in the MDS, that is a MySql managed data service at OCI. Thank you very much for watching.